MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Adrian Hauser gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here tonight.
For Minnesota.
Settling in now, Darren Obradovich.
Number 1.
Get us started in this one under the lights. Fouled off. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs. And let's see if they continue that today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
First baseman.
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He hit over 350 last month. Just consistent at bats all throughout the month. He was tough to pitch to, hitting good pitching and hit 4 pitching as well. We'll see if he stays hot here.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Peterson. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's Byron Buxton now. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Fouled away. One. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing it.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. Shorty Holt would be next. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Try it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. Popped up. Miller has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. So striding in, Brock Holt. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Brock Holt.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last 2.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row, this is when you're really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
We got a ground rule double. Over the wall at the field as he starts the home first with a ground rule double. Good double deal in the end. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. 4 balls and 1 strike. Line drive base hit. The throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now adding a single, and one of your middle-of-the-order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
Won't let that fall.
4-1.
Outside, that's a
Wide,
ball.
2-0. 2-0 on the way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Love the pitch call there. Too low. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball. You drop a changeup in the zone, that's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
This is pulled into right, and that is a base hit. The run will come in to score from third, and the Rangers will take a 1-0 lead. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
The left fielder.
Now at the plate, Jock Peterson. Great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
That's a ball.
And he falls behind him
I got
here
2-1
as that pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Texas left fielder.
That's ball 3.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
3 balls, 1
Couldn't be
strike.
a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
3-2, full count. Now the 3-2 pitch is hard to the right side, but foul. So we'll see if he can straighten that out. Another payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughed out a walk.
Batting fifth.
Into the box,
baseman,
Josh Jung, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there at the letters 0-1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I know that we're waiting for Jock Peterson to come alive. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
2-0 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run is in to score from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded. But you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Rangers 2 and the Twins nothing. Now to the plate, Shorty Holt. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one, only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back. We'll see how they play it here.
Standing in now, Alex Healy. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's focus our attention on super utility man, Roby. Have glove travel. He packs them all. This guy, and he plays them all above adequately. From third base, second, both outfield spots, and creates havoc on the base pass. This guy is a manager's dream.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Runners off for second. And he fouls this one off. Holt leads off first with 1 away. Try it again from first. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2-2, here it is. Now he's on the move again for second. Another 2-2. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging in the dirt. Makes the throw to first. 2 down. Coming to the plate now. And Robinson. Runner in scoring position with Supan. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. In the air now, out to left. Peterson on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took a 0-for-4 line. On a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Hits this one hard the other way. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Kyle.
Striding into the box, Kyle Higashioka. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the
Oh,
dirt?
that's
Does he
up there.
go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
Ball.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2 and 2 now. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And he
Ball
takes
four, that pitch
ball
is in.
4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Rangers.
So it's back to the top of
second
the order
baseman.
now. And that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. Holt racing back. The track. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And will indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one
The
away.
center fielder, number 32.
Ready now, Evan
Evan
Carter. And their runners at the
Carter.
corners now. Oh, and that one slung through the
0-1's the
strike
count.
zone that time at 98. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready, here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. He got it, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So runners at the corners
Now
with
batting.
2 gone. And up next, the
Shortstop.
former All-Star
Corey.
shortstop Corey Seager.
Ball 1, Seager.
Ran the circle
Count
change
1-0.
in on him, a ball and no strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
That's a ball.
There's a fastball well off the plate
2 balls.
inside.
No strike.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too
Ball
familiar
3.
with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
3-2 pitch. And lost him here on 3-2. If that pitch misses, it's ball 4.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded
That's out.
situation. He seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready with the 1-1.
Ball 2.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very well.
That's in there. Base hit. 1 run score. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out,
Now
2
batting.
RBI
Third
base hit.
baseman.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some
Yeah.
good pitches, get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you get that big base hit that drives them to frustrating circle.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a leading off the inning. Royce, they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
So the bases bases are clear now following the home run. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Get hard back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all
The batter, number one.
First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice.
Into the box now, Darren Obradovich. As he'll take a look at ball one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Correa on at first, nobody out. Outside, 3-0 now. Tyler W. will be next. Now the 3-0 offering, fouled off. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away. Up next for Minnesota, Tyler W. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. This is skied into short left center. Peterson comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number two.
Now back.
Runner at first here with two gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Runner on first with two away. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Rangers 4 and the Twins 1. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And this is there, 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of control trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. On the strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
In there, base hit. Throwing to second. Not in time. He's in there with a double.
Wow, he must be living right out as he gets after
The designated hitter.
Thought we were going to see the bat splinter, but instead he rushes the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt
Ball
he'll
one,
take
no
it.
strike.
1-0 the count. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. So 1-1 home. He's in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Miguel.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Pitch to take.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Holt is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Man at second here with 2 away. And up to bat next to the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in the zone. If he's willing to work a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, you have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Circle change, too low, ball 1.
Ball.
And he misses
Down.
low with it, 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Now batting. Center
Digging in
fielder.
once again, Evan Carter. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. In there at the knees, strike 1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Rangers 5 and the Twins 1. Leading off the inning,
Leading off for the
Holt.
Twins.
And they'll need him
The
to
right
get
fielder.
something going here.
Jordy.
Holt. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And he is cruising now at 0-2.
0-2 to count.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Higashioka is after it, and the throw is there to record the 1st down.
The batter, number 5.
Riding in once again, Alex Healy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fouled away. And that
1-1.
misses 1-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Softly on the line to 3rd. Throw, and he's pulled out on a close play at 3rd. Into the box now. Swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitchers.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down goes
Your attention,
Kalou.
please.
Answers the call from the
Now
10 here in the
for
fourth, as
Minnesota.
they didn't get the
Number
outing they were
54.
hoping for from the
Danny.
starter. And a fastball's in there for
0-1
strike
the
one.
count.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Misses.
That's
That's
a ball.
ball one.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting it. Very well could see it again here, though.
Back up the middle. And a base hit for the leadoff man who's on to begin the inning. At the plate, Jock Peterson.
31.
He singled his last time up. From the stretch.
Peterson.
In there, 0-1. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be two bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The batter.
Well, he was
The
definitely
first baseman.
struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this one proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So the first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The first baseman, number 4.
Digging in, Brad Miller. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90 right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 0-2 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 home. Grounded up the first baseline. This will wind up foul. It's still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat, and he continues to make this pitcher work.
His number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
The batter.
Riding in,
Number 53.
Adolis Garcia. 1 for 2 in the
Ball
ball game
at
thus
this time.
far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Holt on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. We played 4 full. The Rangers on top here, 6-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Ball 1.
Up and away to start the inning. It's
Count
1-0.
1-0.
Robinson, a native of the state of Delaware. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-0 home. and he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now that's
Driving forward now, Royce Lewis. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep.
A swing and a drive hit well out to left field. It's out of here! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the lead is cut to 4. It's 6-2 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing.
the batter, number 4,
Here's
shortstop,
Carlos Correa now.
Correa.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Nope.
Off the
Ball
plate.
1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Count is 1 and 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And there's out number 2. Now
The
back
batter,
to the
number
top
1.
of the lineup.
Second
Stepping
base.
in, Darren
Darren.
Bogdanovich. And he's at risk of
Bogdanovich.
the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Nope.
Yeah, it
That's
seems
inside.
like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worrying about striking out as much. It's
2 balls,
really been an
no strike.
ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Peterson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Number 37 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in the lead.
For Minnesota. Number
First offering
37.
on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat.
0-1.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Wastes a pitch on the knuckle
1
curve
ball,
there. 1 and
2
2.
strike.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Holt is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Twins are
next
into
for
their
the Rangers.
bullpen now, as there are the
The
final
catcher,
numbers for their
Kyle
starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this certainly wasn't what they were looking for in this one. They were hoping to get some innings, but you could see right from the get-go he just didn't have it in this one. Lasting only 3 innings. A lot of outs now to get from that bullpen.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. 1 and 2 to the Rangers catcher.
1 and 2.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and they're at 2 down.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that.
Now
If you can
back,
spot your
second
pitches
baseman.
there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Rangers set down in order. They lead it 6-2. Digging in, the switch hitter. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Sent on the ground out to second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to go up. Now back 2 pitch from a hitter's perspective. Pretty good job of staying alive for him, too.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
1-0 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And it's fouled away.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
The count now at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Runners on the move for second. And he won't have to contend with a throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 13.
Stepping into the box, Shorty Holt. A hit in 2 tries so far. Grounded back up the middle. Lifted his glove for 1. The first, the double play.
The bat, number 5. Designated hitter.
Driving forward now is the DH.
Healy.
It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. Higashioka. Now at the plate, Evan Carter. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report in these pitchers today. They're hitting barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the street.
Oh, it has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tried to get him to reach again.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oberdumpel sprinting after it. He's there and records the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in, Jock Peterson will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No balls and 1 strike. Carter stands at first with 1 out. Oh, high, deep. That was a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Jock Peterson with a 2-run blast. Number 25.
certainly think it's worth looking at with our show track technology.
Now that
you don't see many
the
home
third
runs in that
baseman.
territory, and with projected distance coming in at 470 feet, it backs it up. A really impressive blast.
We could really use a knock here.
Yep,
0
that
for
ball went
3
out.
in the game so far. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Here's a pop-up now. Lewis shading to his right. 2 down.
The first baseman,
Stepping
number 4.
into the box, Brad Miller. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
0-1
the count. Right side, but it's well fouled.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning.
Your
Jake
attention,
Odorizzi
please.
is on to pitch from the bullpen to start inning number 7.
Number 14.
In your box now, Colby Obradovich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
1-0.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2-2 now.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Full count now. He has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Bill. Kept the front shoulders up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Royce Lewis will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ballgame. We flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This is back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Obradovich, base runner at first with 1 out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Carter is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 4. Shortstop, Carlos.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
A swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 2 out with the man at first. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. To short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first, saves an error and decided. Now in the box, Adolis Garcia will start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 10.
Up next for the Rangers, Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Called a strike on the outer half.
0-1 for count.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As a hitter,
now
the only thing better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Fastball that misses.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
This is on the ground over the first. And they'll take this one back to the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Brock Holt now, who hits in 4 attempts to this point. And that's in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ball and 2 strikes now. Grounded up the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back in.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third. Coming to the plate now, Evan Carter. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. 1 ball, no strikes to count. On the strike.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the thing.
Swing on a drive to right. There it goes. And that's a home run into the top tank. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run. Here's Corey Seager. He'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. That's lifted the other way out to left. Obradovic is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. 8th inning coming up. Ready for another shot now. Darren
Leading off for the Twins.
And Dan Heen, his fellow top of the order hitters, haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Nope.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one
That's
here.
ball 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 one more time. Short, hit hard. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now that's the first
In now, Tyler Duffy, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. Swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was hitting the count 0-2 earlier, and instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard step.
This is skied out toward right. Garcia under it, and he makes it. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Peterson. Will lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. Obradovic waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter,
so coming to the plate, Josh Jung. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hamels has racked up over 70 innings on the mound, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Count now a ball and a strike. And a look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Drives it the other way to deep right. Ranging back. And it's gone as they add still another. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
4. Yeah, thanks, Matty D. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and that's what we saw.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can miss-hit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. popped him up. Obradovic over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready once again,
53.
Adolis Garcia. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Well below the knees,
One
laid
ball,
off
2
on the
strikes,
changeup there. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Shorty Holt, starting things for his side in the ninth. They face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Nice piece of hitting. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a really nice executed pitch for him.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Fouled off. 2-2. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd at foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Carter on the move, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and this will bang up against the wall. Holt ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Now
well, that didn't take long to get a run on the board this inning.
Yeah, they made it look easy, didn't they? Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then wham, the triple chases him home.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Healy, runner at third with no outs. And he popped him up. Seager has a throw. Makes the catch, but here comes the runner from third. Well, he bluffed the tank from third there, but he's taking safely, no problem. Protected. So digging in with Dan Robinson, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around it.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch, Cole.
Oh, he does get to it to knock it down.
No, he's in there.
As he can't recover in time.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Royce Lewis. First offering on its way. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. rocket to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean.
Now
3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Carlos.
Sean Armstrong answers the call from the dugout. Is so proud to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 43.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. He lets it in the air to right field. Garcia has it in his tracks. 2 down. Now with the plate, Darren Obradovich. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. And this one gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now the 2-0 is swung on, missed, and that's strike 1. Armstrong stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 18th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books. Go for 4 is the final in this game. Texas.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Rangers complete game shutout as the Mariners got past the tie.
Rain is falling, but we will have baseball for you live on MLB Network. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. So stepping in, Darren Obradovich. We are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way.
Obradovich.
Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games.
The first
outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball to the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power. I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Daryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Fouled away. One more time, and he fouls this one off. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Coming to the plate now, Shorty Holt, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And it's fouled away. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan? Please.
The center field.
I'm a little concerned with the play of Byron Buxton. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal. Only 3 ABs. But it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
Balls in the strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. Swing and a miss there, 2-2.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Now it will be the Minnesota DH, Alex Healy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Obradovich at second. W at first. 2 out in the inning. Fouled off. And 2. Here it is.
The count is 1 and 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in now, Brock Holt. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Here comes the first pitch.
The second baseman.
And that misses ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, D-Lo, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's going to be far too late. That's his stolen base. Here's the 1 and 2. Lewis able to take a look. Fouled away. 2. And this one's tapped foul to home plate. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Nat. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out. A lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average. And that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning the game.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gets through that. Here's Jock Peterson. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
Peterson.
From the stretch. And he takes ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Line drive to left. Obradovich is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rangers leave 1. Still no score. Back now for the 2nd inning in Arlington, and here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Carter is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the 1st out of the inning.
Batting 7. The third baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Royce Stewart. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Nope, that's ball 4.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Hit in the air to left. Peterson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. Former #1 overall pick and American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa bats now. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. Kids are buying his jerseys.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Got him. Lively fastball that time. And it's taken in. At the plate, Josh Jung hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Baseball catches the black there for a called strike. Ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. And a good throw gets him one down.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively.
The first baseman.
And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had no friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Miller is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice one.
This one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
Now batting, Tucker Barnhart. He really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Down the third baseline. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. To go right. That's what the third baseman coming off the line. That's a nice job.
Hard hit ball to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on.
2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Semien, California-born ball player. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done. And he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Buxton is there. And that's the 3rd out. Rangers leave a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren Abradavis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Here it comes. Oh, and a good tight slider there. He's in command, 0-2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastball. It's going to be a long game.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away now, time for a check of the standings as you see that these guys find themselves 4.5 games back in the division race entering play. Standing in, Tyler W. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Popped him up. Barnhart is camped under this one. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Shorty. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No ball, ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 8-4.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
We're back now as the Rangers prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves among the best teams in the league in on-base percentage and runs scored. Talking with one of the coaches during batting practice, he told me, "It's great to get guys on base, but it only really matters if you're finding ways to bring them home. We do that really well, and it's a credit to the focus of our hitters in big situations." Sounds like it's touched off to me, and they seem to have.
The center fielder,
good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So with 1 gone in the inning, we take a look at our current standings, and you can see that these guys trail by just a game and a half in the division race entering play today. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Ogudavich will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The batter,
so 2 are gone here in the Rangers' 3rd. That makes the former All-Star shortstop Corey Seager. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Peterson.
In now, Jock Peterson. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Just hung in there on that one. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for Texas. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoring. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
0-1.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel to first.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hit his eyes and lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Colby Obradovich. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stinks a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his fans is to find a way to come around the score. We'll see if this guys can move him around the bases.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. Garcia is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. So next to the plate for Texas, Jung. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Standing in,
number 4
for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's
a ball and no strikes. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Two balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the ball on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-1. It's a breaking ball in off the plate. High in the air out to center field. Buxton has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Carter giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The bat.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Comes into this at bat 0-1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. So a rather weak start to the at bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren Obradovich. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ground ball right side. Hill comes up with it. Throw in time and the side is retired. So put another. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. There's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. And that's out number 1.
The bat.
Next to be the designated hitter, Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last game. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid lead off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When he's flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Evan Carter is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 to count. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. And it's fouled away. Hit down the line at first. Step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Tyler W. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
2 strikes.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2.
Nope.
That one wasn't even close.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Shorty Holt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try to get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. There's a line drive base hit to left field.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll get chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Ready with the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The plate now is the designated hitter, Alex Healy. First offering on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate inside. Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, he was having 0 luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes 1 swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Now here's the pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Count even at 2-2. 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. And another foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. It looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after 5 in the 3rd innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-1. Taking strike 2. Obradovich leads off first with 1 away. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And there he goes towards second. Fouled away. On the move again from first. Broad throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. Settling in now, and Robinson has got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Jung is over now. He's got it for out number 2. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here. So striding in, Corey Seager. He singled his last time up. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all.
Count is 2-1.
So why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
2-2 the count. Ready with the 2-2 pitch. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and they're feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning. They can get some more runs on the board, but instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jock Peterson now comes the first out on the bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in, Josh Jung, and fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No runs on 6 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. A ball and 2 strikes.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taking all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Rangers leave 1. Still down 3-0. Welcome back to Arlington. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. The next Twin up, Carlos Correa, will be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Here comes the first pitch. Jackson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 1-1 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. He had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Fastball just missed above the zone. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Now batting.
Now with the plate, Tyler W. will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Obradovich, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Changeup stays outside and it's behind 2-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A 2-ball, 1 strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Three runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Now a throw over.
No, he did.
Don't want to forget about it. Here's the 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Carter is after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Into the box.
The right field,
Shorty
Holt. Jordy Holt.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 1-1. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. You can kiss it goodbye. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
Well, when you're all over the place location-wise, sometimes you're just happy to get the ball anywhere near the strike zone. Problem with that is one right there in the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
The center fielder, number 25.
Into the box, Byron Buxton. Grounds it sharply to third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 5 and the Rangers nothing. Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart.
Way to go.
The switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for. Taken for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he falls behind 0-2. Struck him out. Now to the plate, Adolis Garcia. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Yeah.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Yep, it's 3-1.
Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved. They don't fall asleep.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Rangers shut down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Your
Jacob
attention,
Webb has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Alex Healy will have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. He's speared on a hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Stepping in now, Colby Obradovich. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Sliding into the box. A couple of walks for him thus far. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. And look out.
Perfect.
That one ran in and got it.
These guys are throwing their nuts off. I know that will never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Robinson.
First offering on its way.
Count
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strike.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Ball, that's too high.
2 now. Lewis, runner at first with 2 gone. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me with this. Here's Brock Holt now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Evan
The center fielder, number 32.
ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Carter.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The next 0-2
Count
pitch
is
to
1
him
and
misses
2.
outside.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Obradovich has it in his tracks. 2 down. Here's Corey Seager. And we're down to the final 4 outs here again.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1-0 the count. In there, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Need to get it going.
Your attention,
Josh
please.
King enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Seager ranging up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter,
so the lineup flips over and digging in, Darren Obradovich. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Jung is up with it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batter, the first
Up next for Minnesota,
Tyler
W. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge. Wins are set down 1-2-3. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready now, Josh Peterson. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And he fouls this one off. One ball and 2 strikes to count. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. And a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and get it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Josh Jung. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 4.
Digging in once again, Brad Miller. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready, here's the first offering. And ball 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Twins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Simon Richardson earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the American League Central, Simon out of a 10-game losing skid as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 6-5. Brandon Lowe plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Rays defeated the Tigers 6-1. The Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-2. The White Sox relief pitcher, number 30, collected his 8th win overall as the White Sox were victorious against the Angels 6-5. The Toronto Blue Jays totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-3. Cedric Mullins totaled 4 hits overall on the day as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 6-3. He is in the top 5 in the American League in stolen bases. Luis Diaz was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Athletics defeated the Astros 8-2. They now have 6 straight victories. The Atlanta Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-1. The Brewers' second baseman, number 18, collected a total of 4 driven in, helping the Brewers grab the win over the Nationals 5-3. He is among the National League leaders in home runs.
We are live on MLB Network as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Leading off tonight
this
for
guy's
Minnesota.
Kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he
Number
has?
1.
That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday. This offense needs to adjust itself.
Into the box, Tyler W. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. On to first to complete the double play. Look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that could work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Wind up and the 0-1. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the pitch up in there.
That's a good pitcher right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Shorty Holt, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. Buxton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
I got to count 2 and 2.
He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
You got to put
well above the letters with the fastball that time.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on his way. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. One left for Minnesota, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Pablo Lopez gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Here's Brock Holt now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, the second baseman, Brock Holt.
First pitch on its way. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1 and 3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And it's fouled away. On the ground to the left side. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Well, that's just a pace deal, roll. You got to make a little bit better pitch. 2 strikes, jumps ahead, 0-2, then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of it.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. When you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitter.
0-2 once more.
Here you
Second
go.
swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. The second for run on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That is first.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Corey Seager batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Pitches a called strike to throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
One ball, 1 strike.
Seager is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead cold guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Into the box now, Alex
Leading off
Healy.
for the Twins,
2 hits and 8 tries for the
designated
series.
hitter, Alex Healy.
First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of the ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Carter is right there, 1 down.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. Let's focus our attention on super utility man, Rock Holt. Have glove will travel. He packs them all. This guy, and he plays them all above adequately. From third base, second, both outfield spots, and creates havoc on the base pass. This guy is a manager's dream.
Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just flew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
That's 7. The catcher, Dan
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bouncer to the left side. Seager right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down. Here's Jock Peterson now. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
The left fielder, Jock
Into the corner and slicing the foul.
Peterson.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second now goes Peterson. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. First pitch on its way. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
On a line to shortstop. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Texas. We'll move to the third. Riding in, Royce
Leading off to the
and
Twins.
he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Three-two pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Striding forward now, Carlos Correa. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, nothing in 1. Lewis aboard here at first with nobody out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Soft liner to a short. Knee high, he barehands it. Out. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter number 1.
Base is empty now after the double play. Set to go is the second baseman, Darren Obradovich. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make it.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. At the plate, Adolis Garcia. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looks fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fouled away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
2-2 one more time. Looked at, and the count moves full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Chopped on the ground to first. W loves it, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The center fielder, number 32.
Stepping into the box, Evan Carter. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Line drive to left. Oberdahl is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rangers leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in the switch hitter, Tyler W. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. W, a 25-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Hit.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that a lefty that's just not always full happen. 100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. W gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Well hit to right, but foul. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. On a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. Riding in once again, Jordy Holt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready? Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
The 0-1 pitch. A great job of changing speed there. It's 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
One and two, here it comes. He was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end. As that last one way back and missed for round number two.
Alex.
Now at the plate, Alex Healy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding.
Leading off for the Rangers.
The first pitch to him.
The shortstop, Corey.
Nope, that's a
Fastball
ball.
here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Hey.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard hit to first. W ranges to his right. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The left fielder,
One away here with the bases empty. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. And that's a called strike at the letters. So that look high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now digging in, Josh Jung. First delivery to him on the way. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline received from the outfield. He said they've been chasing the pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective in their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And it's fouled away. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty.
Meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting it.
Anytime you're battling the scores even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Stepping into the box, Dan Robinson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard down the line. Foul ball here, 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on his way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Into the box now. Royce Smoot. He drew a walk his first time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of his hitter instead of behind.
Fastball misses badly there. He's behind 2-0. Now the 2-0 is swung on, missed, and that's strike 1.
2-1.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Garcia. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. On the tag's there, he's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They have their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Swinging a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The bat.
Stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Right there for strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Obradovic will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 53.
Up next for the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Miller is over and he puts it away for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Now in the box, Darren Obradovic. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Ready for another shot now. Tyler W. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. W takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The plane inside the marker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Stepping in now, Byron Buxton. Fouled away. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here it comes. Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you. Thinking that ball might have went foul.
You know, we hear it all the time that this game, baseball, is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. One 0 count. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball 2.
And that misses.
2 balls,
2-1.
1 strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
He's running. Swung on and missed the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. He struck him out. 7 for the ball game. And striding forward now is the DH, Marcus Semien. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Semien.
Behind 0-2 now. Semien stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball.
Skied into straightaway right. Holt moves over. Makes play. 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brock Holt. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch. Work the count even.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. In now, Evans Carter.
Center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way.
Carter.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that'll extend the inning, and with 2 away, bring up Corey Seager. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
2-0 now. Slides down the left side, but foul. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance of bringing this one back. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So it's a two-run homer for Corey Seager. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Rangers move ahead. It's now 2-1. Into the box now, Jock Peterson. No balls and one strike. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. That's lifted the other way out to left. Obradovich is in pursuit. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Peterson stands at second with 2 gone. And a good idea to hold off on that swing.
1-1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More. Ready once again, Alex Healy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they're getting to the bullpen right.
He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. So digging in now, holding Obradovich. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up, fouled off.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now back, so coming to the plate, and Robinson will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to get better left-handed against right-handed pitchers.
No balls and a strike to count. Attempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just like that.
And that's in for a base hit, making a 1-for-3 game so far. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. Looking at the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting glove and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia has it in his sights. Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Brad Miller. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
First baseman,
Andrew Miller gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for
and a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Andrew Miller.
0-2 the count to Miller.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan.
Oh, that's off the
shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him.
There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
Designated hitter.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Nope.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Obradovic has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Brock Holt. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on his way. Flying hard toward right center. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they coming to the plate now. Carlos Correa comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Carlos Correa.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone, count full now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in now, Darren Obradovic.
Darren Obradovic.
First pitch coming, here it is. And that's by him, it's 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Nope.
That
Ball
misses.
one.
1-2.
I got to count
Eighth
1 and 2.
inning, 4-1 is our score. Now a ground ball to Seager at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Stepping up to the plate, they'll hit the W, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what can happen.
Now,
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A 2-ball, 1 strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a swing and a miss. That looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Digging in and looking for more, Evan Carter trying to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
0-1 the count.
The 0-1 on its way. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Count remains at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now in the Texas half of the 8th. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop Corey Seager. No swing, apparently. Ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Uh, 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another try at 2-2. Too high. Ball 3. Jock Peterson is on deck. Another full count offering on its way. Full count still. There's ball 4. Now it'll be the 4-hole. Jock Peterson.
The left fielder.
So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Peterson.
1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
3-0 now.
No strike.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on the mound.
Holt is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting
at the plate,
the third baseman.
Jung. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. The fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called for a strike. Seager is off at first with 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. He
had him on the rope right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the
number
batter.
4.
He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
So
please.
they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the
for
left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Fastball here, and we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him, so we'll see how he deals with it.
And the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Rangers leave a pair. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now batting, Byron Buxton will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Miller has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on a warning track. So here's the cleanup for Shorty Holt. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Smith is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty D, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
And he will get there at first, so he reaches on about 3rd strike.
Now batting.
Standing in, Alex Healy. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Your
Tim
attention,
Crew
please.
will be summoned off the bench here as a pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Snap throw through, and he's back in standing. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 7 homers and 23 driven in. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Digging in to try it again. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Obradovich is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Rangers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, Nathan Eovaldi grabbed his 13th win overall this year as the Rangers pushed past the Twins 4-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Hunter Wood
Time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it's the... At the plate, Darren Obradovich. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Darren.
Right now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Here's another 1-2. Pitch popped up. Miller over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to be good.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out.
That is first.
Standing in, Alex Healy has 2 hits and 11 trips for the series so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Just underway in Arlington. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that... Stepping in, Josh Jung. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Rangers, the third baseman.
Line toward the alley in left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, there's not a lot of guys who can swing the bat like Josh Peterson. He's really had a good year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Belted high and deep into right center. Going back on it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
We saw a few balls down in the zone earlier with that at bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake. It's exactly what you're supposed to do.
Oh, that
And this
pitch
is
is
just
out.
off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence
That's it.
behind the
Ball
dish
2.
tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll get a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
He's in there.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak
No
going.
left fielder.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it. As we talked about, 6-game hitting streak so far.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Seager, base runner at first with 1 out. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting fifth.
Now at the plate,
The first
Brad
baseman.
Miller. He's been a non-factor in the series. No hits to this point. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. So the first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Sean Hubbard, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Two balls, no strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Some swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Popped him up. Miller is under it. 1 down.
Batting fifth. The center fielder.
Settling
Number
in now,
21.
number 21. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And it's 1-1.
That ball went out.
So 1-1 home.
Nope,
Taken
upstairs.
high above the zone.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
So striding in, Toby Fernandez comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries to the series. And that misses
got a ball, 1
downstairs
strike.
for a ball, 1-1.
Two
No
balls,
offer
1 strike,
on that one.
1
2
count.
balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Bounce towards the second baseman. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time. It's an infield seven.
The third baseman.
At the plate, Royce Lewis. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him get down the first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So next to the plate for Texas, Adolis Garcia. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. No balls and a strike to count. One out, nobody on. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now.
1 and 2.
He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is pulled into right. Obradovich is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting it.
So the plate now for Texas is the DH. Marcus Semien. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Semien, 28 years old. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
When you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the out path.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Obradovich. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. We've played 2 innings. It's 1-0. They'll need him to get something going here. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Count now a ball and a strike. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Here's Carlos Correa now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Fastball in there for a called strike. And that's a called strike to the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Still 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his time.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning.
The batter number 1.
Really sharp out there, guys.
Darren.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren Obradovich. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. high in the air out towards shallow right. Garcia is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
We're back now as the Rangers prepare for their at-bats here in the third, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves among the best teams in the league in on-base percentage and runs scored. Talking with one of the coaches during batting practice, he told me, it's great to get guys on base, but it only really matters if you're finding ways to bring it home. We do that really well, and it's a credit to the focus of our hitters in big situations. Sounds like a clutch factor to me, and they seem to have it, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Zero.
1-2. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Josh Jung,
third baseman.
first pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. To his left. W. Skied into straightaway right. Obradovich is there, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now with the plate, Evan Carter. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Count 1-0.
Fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
And he lays
Count
off
is
for
2
a ball.
and 1.
2-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rangers set down in order. Ready for another chance. Tyler W. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Healy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Barnhart recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Healy retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Sean Obradovich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this ball hits the first base bag. A reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And the offense gets him as he takes away a hit. Here's Corey Seager. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up.
The shortstop, Corey.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first down. One gone in the Texas fourth. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson.
0-1, no
A ball and no strikes. 2-0 to count to the Rangers left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And it's gone!
shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky,
number
so he
4.
lifts this one up and out of here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. 0-2, the count to Miller.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he got him.
Now
Coming to the plate now,
Number 53.
Adolis Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air to left. Obradovich has a play. And that retires the side. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. We're through 4. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline to play this. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-1 the count. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. One that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Good battle. Count remains full. Once again a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. The next twin up is
First baseman. Lewis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now, fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
High in the air down the right field line.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
To 2-2 now. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Miller is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Into the box. And Robinson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Slapped hard the opposite way. Peterson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach floats by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Lo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
The next 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Hit back up the middle. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there. And an even better job up the middle to take it himself up in turn 2. Pretty smooth.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Popped him up. Lewis in foul ground. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 1.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Aaron Davidovich. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. They'll try to entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
That's to the goal. The first baseman.
Up next for Minnesota, Tyler Hilfield, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy out.
Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now at the side. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Josh Jung. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get it.
Record it again before you flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And
D-Rod.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitter's by him 0-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. A bullet to first base.
Hey.
Tries to dance back into the bag, not in time to double off the runner.
The batter, number 5.
Sliding into the box. Corey Seager. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. No balls and 1 strike. Jung leads off first with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rangers go down quickly there, but they're on top 2-0. Now it would be the Minnesota DH, Alex Healy. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The batter, the right
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Sean Urbanowicz. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Seager ranges to his left. On the first. Quick start for the 7th, as now there are 2 away. Now, number 21. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And he misses with it, 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Here's Jock Peterson now. Coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, that last at bat, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And another strike with fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. Into the box now, Brett Miller. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. In there, no balls in the strike.
0-1's the count.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Adolis Garcia is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap of the double. Looked up, and it's gone as they
yesterday hit another tape measure shot today. Now he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Your attention,
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Number 21 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Digging in, holding over Douglas. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
2-0 for the Twins left fielder.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1. Fouled off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starters. They would have had.
And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make it out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on them.
Into the box, Royce Lewis hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Got it. 2-run shot to straightaway center as it's now a 3-2 ball game. Ranger skipper is up off his seat from the dugout now to make his walk to the mound. Going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Miller is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Riding in, Carlos Correa. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia is under this one. That's at number 2.
The batter, number 1.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Darren Obradovich. A ball with no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Round first, digging for 2. Hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Now there's no question he's been struggling at the dish. He's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Comes set, the 0-1.
I got a ball,
this one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. You're going to get a swing outside the zone, 1-1. Might as well fish a little bit further.
Still a ball and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do it.
Here is right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He was a double play last time around. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 delivery. This ball will be chopped foul. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Over Dumper. Brings him back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now
he had a really long way to go to make that great running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Planned his route very well, showed off the wheels, and ended up covering almost 130 feet to finally track it down. Look for that one on the highlight reels later on. Robinson waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Josh Jung. He singled his last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Lo, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage to it.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Will Smith takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 51.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Alex Healy. They'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Byron Buxton will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Byron Buxton.
Kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy, man. The kid was in the first.
So he chased out of the strike zone. Byron Buxton comes the first out in the 9th inning. First offering on its way. Great curveball there. Really pulled him with that one. And 2 count and the pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Stepping into the box, number 21. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare in.
Your attention, please.
Shorty Holt will get the call. The pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Popped him up.